Yeah.
This salad looks great, but I got to tell you, this rhubarb creme brulee, Jeffrey,
Yes.
very good.
Oh,
indeed.
very nice. Well, you continue eating that. I'm going to learn a little bit more about things I need to know. I have a 3-year-old, and so I kind of felt bad a little bit. Danielle Honesty is here with us, parenting expert. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I felt bad because we never put him on a tricycle. It's just straight, you know, like we never did it.
Don't feel bad.
Really?
That's exactly what you should do.
I like you because you alleviate my guilt.
No problem. Tricycles are a lot of pedal power.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work
Yes.
with very little payoff.
That's true.
You pedal and pedal and pedal and you don't get very far.
Yeah,
With a balance
all right.
bike, it kind of removes that.
What's a balance bike?
What is a balance bike? It is a bike with no pedals.
Yeah, here it is. Right
We
here.
have one at Prince Lionheart that is made entirely out of plantation-grown,
Isn't that
renewable birch,
That's
which is
just so-
fantastic.
It's
so
a
from an
cool-looking bike,
environmental
too, right?
perspective. It's very plain looking as well, so it's very gender neutral. You can jazz it up for a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about a balance bike is it really focuses on teaching children the basic skill of balancing.
So what
So-
do they do? They run along with their feet on the ground?
It works very much like a scooter in that sense, exactly. So it's like any other ride-on toy where you're sitting your butt on the seat and then you're moving along with your feet, but you're pushing like this, and you can coast at really fast speeds.
And you start
go
to see them
distances.
take. Do they take longer and longer
They do.
pauses between?
They'll start off like this.
Right.
Their little feet will just kind of go like this, and then you're absolutely right. You'll see their feet starting to go like this, and then you'll see their feet lift up, and you'll see them starting to do little tricks. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, so and of course that helps the transition to a bicycle.
Absolutely, it does. Because they've developed those core skills, they've developed the equilibrium. Then they can move on
brilliant.
to a pedal bike, where pedaling is an easy thing. Anybody can pedal.
Right.
Even a baby can
It's
pedal
the
if you get the
balance
most.
of biking.
It's the balancing.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah. So they need to develop that equilibrium.
At what age would you start this?
About 2.
Okay.
This one here is a really nice lightweight bike. For a 2-year-old, you want to start lightweight. First thing you want to do is you want them to be attracted to it. Of
Yeah,
course,
of
that's
course.
the most important thing. A child has to be attracted to the bike. Once they're attracted to it, though, you need to look for size. You need to look for lightweight. You need to look for what can they handle and manage and maneuver.
Yeah.
What can they sit on and still have their feet on the ground,
That's
because
the
they
big
need
thing.
to put their feet
with
on
a
the
little
ground.
bend in their legs, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Just a little bend, though. Not a big bend. You don't
Right.
want them being too small. The seat should be able to be adjusted because you're going to be using it for about 2 years before you move on to a normal size bike.
Right. And there are different models of the.
There are.
Of
Prince
the
Lionheart
Prince
has
Lionheart.
3 of them.
Okay.
This one is the basic one.
I like this one a lot. It's
I
really
do too.
clean looking. It's really good.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have a feminine version called the Whirl.
Right.
It's looking like a pink Vespa. And then
Nice.
yes, very cute.
Do we have that on your tablet?
I do.
We'll just take, I think we can just shoot that and
You
have a
got
look. You'll unlock that. I just like the fact that it's made of. There's something about the feeling of wood. Take a look at this one.
This one is the Whirl, so it's very feminine
Oh, I love
looking.
it. That's
you can
cool.
see our little girl being safety conscious with her safety bike helmet. You need a bike helmet even with a balance bike,
Of course you do.
even on a sidewalk, because you're protecting the child's head. You're not protecting anything else. You're just
Exactly.
the head is the most important thing.
So what? And then there's the chop.
And then there's the chop, which, as the name implies, looks like a
Oh,
Harley
my boy would love it. He loves
Davidson.
motorcycles. He's
There
crazy
you
about
go.
it. So fun. And then, so you're making that transition. And now tell me a little story about. You use this, right?
We did.
With your kids?
Absolutely. My daughter, when she was 3.5 years old, started using balance bike, and she actually used this particular one. And she's
job.
up there. Yeah, good job, Bailey.
What's her name?
Bailey.
Bailey. Hi, Bailey. Up there. Hi. All right. So yeah.
So she was using it. She used it for a summer or 2. The first summer, I have to tell you, she wasn't terribly interested in it. She found it
Okay.
a little bit difficult. But the following summer, she used it a little bit more. And next thing you know, she was cruising along next to her brother on the balance bike.
Keeping up with bro.
Absolutely. By
Okay.
the end of the summer, though, she came into the house and said, "Mommy, I think I'm ready to start riding a real bike." A real bike.
Okay.
And I said, "Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to make a coffee." I came out onto the porch, and there's my daughter riding down the street. "Hi, Mommy," waving at me. And I said, "What the heck
On
happened?"
a bicycle?
Leah taught me how to ride.
Another 5-year-old?
On another 5-year-old's bicycle.
Okay.
With pedals.
So really, she taught herself how to ride.
She did.
On the balance
But
bike.
she gives Leah credit.
Well, there you
Leah
go.
held the back for 5 seconds after all.
Leah's a good friend.
Leah's a good friend.
All right. So where do I find these?
Here in Ottawa, Fab Baby Gear. They have 2 locations.
We've had them
one
on the show recently.
Perfect.
They were great.
And also Kittytown.
Okay.
Those are the two most local retailers. Of course, there's lots of retailers in the Montreal and Nepean
If you want to find it
Kingston
online?
and absolutely.
Yeah.
PrinceLionheart.com
Okay.
is our website.
And follow along on Twitter at
Absolutely.
Prince Lionheart.
And Facebook.
And Facebook too.
Yes, as well. We have Prince Lionheart Canada for Facebook.
I like that. All
Yeah.
right, there you have it. Get them balanced. That's the big key to getting them riding. My boy will be having one of these very, very shortly. All right, let's take a break and come back with a lot more on the show.